You are a strong person. Yes, you can do it all. You thought that they had you stuck, but you're back against the wall. You are a strong person. So baby, keep moving on. Don't let nobody stop your hustle. But both your plans are just stand tall. You will stand tall.
Hey, what's going on, collective? Thank you for joining me for another video here on Lavy Program. On this channel, we are manifesting reality, one change at a time. I'm your girl, Lavender, your virtual life coach. And if you would like to schedule any personal tarot reads, or if you would like a virtual life coach session, please follow the QR code on your screen, and it will take you to everything Lavy Program. So as y'all can see, I'm outside today. We outside. Not in that way though. But I wanted to go ahead and come outside and do a reading. I have not been on my back patio in so long. My back porch in so long. So I want to come out here. I got my dog Caesar out here with me as well. He's a pit bull brindle. 5.5 years old. Sweetest thing. We got him from an animal shelter. But enough about me. Let's get into y'all read. Okay, so we'll go ahead, cut this deck, see what's going on for you. All right. So bottom of the deck, we have no filter, speaking your truth, authentic communication, raw honesty. This is how I really feel. So maybe some of you are either having no filter with someone, or someone is having no filter with you. Again, roles can be reversed, so just take it as it resonates for you, okay? Let's see. What is the read for my collective? Okay, so first out, we got triggered. Okay, there may be some type of emotional reaction. Maybe there's a unresolved wound that might have triggered you. You could be facing some past hurts. And you might even be asking yourself, why does this bother me? What else we got? Okay, we got bounce back. Resilience after setbacks, recovering quickly, determination to rise again, can't keep me down. I know that's right. Look, set and ready to go. Let me show y'all the trigger card. I'm sorry. But definitely someone is feeling triggered, some type of emotional strain here. But it looks like also someone is bouncing back. They're being resilient, not allowing, anything to stop them. It looks like they are assuming the position so that they can get ready to go ahead and run this race. So it looks like somebody is preparing. Let's get another one. What else for the collective? Okay, we got sugar coated. Sweet but deceptive words, empty compliments, hidden insults, too good to be true. So maybe some of you could be feeling like someone is sugarcoating something with you, or maybe you are the one sugarcoating something with somebody. Let's get one more for y'all. Okay, we got commitment issues. Afraid to settle down, avoiding intimacy, fear of loss of freedom. It's complicated. So either you or someone else that you are in tune with is having some type of commitment issues here with something, afraid to settle down. Bottom of the deck, though, we got cuffing season. All right, so some of you might even be confused because it's like, you want a commitment with me, but you're not willing to, make things exclusive or really committed when it comes to a cuffing season. But it says temporary relationships, seasonal companionship, short-term warmth until spring. Okay, so this could have been something because you do see December in the background on the calendar. This could have been something that maybe started in December. Maybe, somebody was getting a little warm about the code, giving 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Someone was let back in after the code. But let's get a little more detail about this and see what's going on, okay? All right, so what is triggered here for the collective? Tell me more about triggered here. All right, so we got glow up, self-improvement, finding your confidence, personal transformation, better than ever. Give me one more for triggered. Inner child, healing childhood wounds, reconnecting with joy, playfulness restored, return to innocence. Okay, so it looks like somebody here, even though someone could have been triggered, it looks like someone glue up from that, has been working on healing their inner child. You could be trying to find your confidence as well. it could be some type of personal transformation that's going on with something that was once emotionally triggering you in some way. And this could have been from an early childhood wound. Bottom of the deck, we have deep fake, convincing lies, altering truths, virtual deception. Seeing is no longer believing. So perhaps some of you might have felt like you were fed fakeness or grew up around fakeness. And this could have been something where you was triggered about because someone you might have been close to could have been triggering you as well, or they are triggering you as well. But what's bounced back here for the collective? What's bounced back here for the collective? Okay, we got friend zone, platonic trap, unreciprocated feelings, stuck as friends, like a sibling to me. Give me one more. Toxic love, pain disguised as passion, addictive patterns, harmful attachment, can't live without. Okay, so with bounce back, I feel like some of you are being resilient after somebody might have friend zoned you. This could have been the trigger. Maybe, someone being dismissive towards you. Again, we had deep fake with the trigger. So someone could have just been, pretending about who they were, or this is you. But it looks like somebody here, they bounced back despite the friend zone. Maybe also too, the bounce back could have just been you guys deciding to just be friends, just kicking it, being cordial with one another, nothing deep or intimate, because someone realized it was toxic. So, or someone could have let go. Again, take it as it resonates for you. Someone could have also been bouncing back from something where someone friend zoned them, and it was some type of toxic love. And now they're being resilient. They're bouncing back from this. They're determined to rise again because they feel like, this breakup, it won't keep me down. You just one out of many. Bottom of the deck, deja vu, repeating patterns, familiar lessons, unresolved issues. We've been here before. So I said that. This could have been something that was replicated in early childhood, something you've seen, something that was modeled, something you might have always dealt with growing up. And it's like deja vu to you. It's like, I've been here before. But because you've been here before, it's like you've learned from your past experiences as well to better cope with it. It doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt, but it doesn't dig as deep as it used to anymore. You're more resilient now. Like your shield is more stronger. It's like every time you've experienced something, it's made you stronger. Where you still feel, the initial implication of the incident and what happened, but it doesn't dig into, I'm gonna say, your soul. That's what I heard. It doesn't dig into your soul as it used to. It doesn't shake you as it used to. Okay. All right, what's sugar coated here for the collective? Tell me more about sugar coated. Okay, so we got photoshopped, faked perfection, artificial beauty, unrealistic standards, filtered beyond recognition. Okay, and that is definitely a completely different reflection that's being shown there. It's given two-faced also. Let me get one more for sugar coated. All right, we got overnight success, rapid rise, sudden recognition, unexpected breakthrough, all eyes on me. Okay, so with sugar coated, I feel like someone was making something seem more than what it was, like exaggerated. And this could have been someone who was photoshopping like an overnight success, making it seem like things were Gucci for them in some way. Like they've come to some type of rapid rise, maybe people now are, seeing them. Someone could have made this seem like it was more than what it was. If it wasn't about the other individual and it was more so about you, someone could have sugarcoated how they could maybe make you some type of overnight success. I wanted to say overnight celebrity. But again, take it as it resonates for you. Someone could have made it seem like everything was just Gucci. Everything was perfection almost. Like it was one of them, it sounds too good to be true type of situations. Um, but I feel like either you or someone else made something feel like, either towards you, sorry, or someone else was making something feel like it was more than what it was. They were really exaggerating about something. Bottom of the deck, yeah, breadcrumbing. Giving minimum attention, keeping options open, vague promises, never committing fully. Underneath that, we got gaslighted. So, yes. Really reality distortion, emotional manipulation, questioning sanity, you're imagining things. I feel like this is what someone was doing, breadcrumbing and gaslighting the hell out of somebody. They were sugarcoating something to make something seem like it was more than what it was. But again, this might have triggered you, but you're allowing yourself to bounce back. Even if you did remain, like I said, friends with some of these individuals, take it how it resonates for your situation. Again, you see the sugar that's been dipped on top, and it's like, I'm not allowing that to affect me anymore. I know it's breadcrumbing, I know it's gaslighting. What's commitment issues here for the collective? Tell me about commitment issues for the collective. All right, we got side piece. Secret romance, hidden affairs, being second choice. Only late night calls. Somebody somebody might have had a side piece or was trying to make you the side piece. Is giving double life. Listen, I just said it's giving double life and hidden agenda flipped over. It says secret intentions, manipulation disguised as kindness, hidden motivations, too helpful to trust. I said something was too good to be true. Somebody had a whole hidden agenda, and that's why they couldn't commit. I feel like somebody just wanted to make somebody their side piece, you know. So again, they had to spruce things up a little bit, make it seem like, you know, it was more glorious than what it was because they had to pull you in. They had to make you impressed by them in some way. And it feels like they really took it overboard, like to the extreme too, about what they could do for you, what they was doing for themselves. And I mean, it seemed like you might have bit it. You know what I'm saying? Initially, you took the bait. But this person's having commitment issues because they don't want nothing serious. They might have promised you the world on a silver platter, on a 24 gold platter. But it looks like they just wanted to add somebody to their roster. There was a hidden agenda here. It wasn't anything real. They don't want to settle down. They're not done having fun. And they're not done hoeing around. I get they hoe around, but yeah, they're not done hoeing around. This is just a side piece situation. All they wanted to do ultimately was what we got at the bottom of the deck before. Cuffing season. That's all they wanted. And I feel like, again, like I said, this could have started for some of you in you know, the winter months. Somebody just need to come in out the code, wanting to correct things, saying whatever the hell they needed to say to get themselves in the household. Wow. Bottom of the deck is shadow work, facing hidden fears, exploring darker emotions, accepting imperfections, meet your darker self. Underneath that is payday, financial rewards, money rolling in, celebrity, celebration of success, check cashed. And then underneath that is past life, previous connections, unexplained familiarities, soul memories. I've known you before. I said that. Someone has known this before. I feel like someone is doing the shadow work. I feel like too, someone had to get, and I said this in another reading before. I even sung the song about, I think the boy name was TK Cash, Mind Right. You know, I had to leave that hoe alone to get my mind right. I had to come up on a check to get my mind right. It's like someone focused on their money, or like at least whatever they consider to be a valuable success. This is what someone is focusing on. And doing shadow work as well, because it's like I've known this type of energy before, and I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm gonna focus on what I want for myself, what I see for myself, and what I think to be success for myself. All right, so let's clarify that underlying energy of cuffing season. Okay, tell me more about cuffing season here. What's cuffing season for the collective? Look, shadow work came right back out. Give me one more for cuffing season. One more for cuffing season. Okay, situationship. Unclear boundaries, mixed signals, more than friends, less than lovers. What are we? This could have been what somebody was asking themselves, you know, but again, I feel like this situation, though, again, has given you more arsenal to put in your toolbox, because now you can learn from it rather than being bitter from it or holding on to resentment from it. I feel like with this situation, someone is doing the shadow work regarding situationships. You know, why do I keep running into the same type of entity or energy when it comes to meeting these type of people? And it is triggering, but you're allowing yourself to bounce back from it, despite all the sugarcoating somebody done did and the lack of commitment issues that have come your way. It's like you're not allowing that to get you down, but you also need to continue working on it. Maybe figuring out what it was about this inner child that was, you know, triggering for you, and why you keep falling for them same type of people. You know, that could be the shadow work that is being done as well. Bottom of the deck, breadcrumbing again. Underneath that, gaslighted again. And underneath that, we got swipe right and red flags. Wow. I feel like with all four of these coming out back to back behind each other, I feel like too, even though you saw the breadcrumbing and the gaslighting, I feel like you still decided to swipe right on something, to accept something for what it was, despite the red flags that were there. And you might have put on a plastic smile or you realized someone's plastic smile. But for whatever reason, you still allowed yourself to become engulfed in this situation. And that's what the shadow work needs to come in on. You know, it's like facing your inner demons, because you're realizing that I keep getting into these situationships. You know, I want to find something that is more secure for myself, more stable, not keep running into temporary situations. All right, that's what I got for you, collective. Please like, comment, share. I really like to get get a like or maybe hear what you guys got to say down below about the read. Let me know if this is your read, you know, and if you are doing shadow work, what are some things that you're doing to address this in your shadow work? How are you self-reflecting? You know, are you seeing maybe someone that you're consulting with, like a therapist, or maybe a friend that you know, trust in, or an elder that maybe has had a lot of life experience? You know, how are you deciding to do your shadow work when it comes to this type of situation, to make sure you're taking accountability and being more aware of it? All right, well, that's what I got for you. Again, please follow the QR code. Again, it will take you to everything Lavy program, and I look forward to reading for y'all in the next one. All right, take care, y'all. Bye.